Well, I guess we're live then.
We are live.
Freaking finally, man.
Good morning or good afternoon or good night, wherever you are.
Good morning, world. Yes.
We are here broadcasting from Bremen, Germany. Wonderful. We are having a major tournament.
The majorest tournament, I'd say.
The majorest tournament at the moment. We are like good over 100 players right here, and it's gonna be all weekend.
Right.
Five games of pure awesomeness. Competitive 40k at its best.
It's finally time for the Hanseatic Alliance Open, man.
Yeah.
What a journey up until now. So I'm just happy to finally see some people rolling some dice.
Yeah, we will say a lot that on COVID regulations and everything, like during the stream, like everything's been taken care of, like as best as possible, like working together with the hotel and the guys from Alliance and us Target Priority to ensure a like safe event with a lot of space and distancing.
Right. But enough with the COVID and the sickness and everything.
Yeah.
Let's go to the game. We got our table one. We've got Ruud from the Netherlands versus with his Harlequins versus Thorben with his Salamanders. Both are deploying at the moment, and we just got the secondaries that they picked in. So Ruud is the mission that we're playing is Scorched Earth.
Yep. So that's a Dawn of War deployment and 6 objectives. We can see it right here, set up like this. So like there's 2 strong flanks basically given by the objectives
Yes.
on the left and the right. And yeah, the secondaries. Let's go to the list first maybe, and then the secondaries.
Yeah, maybe just give me a second to get the list.
Yeah, pull it up right here.
By the way, for everyone that is going to watch, you can always check every list at the tournament and every matchup at the tournament on panpan.nl.
Yeah, so I got Ruud's list here. Ruud is playing a Midnight Sorrow Harlequins. Like that's the least probable choice, but there's a point to it, I guess. Ruud says it's the best choice. Of course he does. So in there we have a Shadowseer with Veil of Tears and Twilight Pathways, and of course he has the Veil of Illusion. That's the -6-inch range on enemy ranged attacks. So then we have a Troupe Master with a Fang, so-called Slash Master with a Relic, and he does 2 mortal wounds every time he attacks additionally. Then we have 1 troop with just naked with Shuriken Pistols and Blades, 1 troop with Fusion Pistols and Blades, 1 troop with Shuriken Pistols and Caresses, then a 10-man troop with 10 Shuriken Pistols and 4 Caresses, 3 Kisses, 2 Blades, another one of those with 4 Kisses instead, and another 10-man squad with 4 Caresses, 4 Kisses, so 3 big 10-man blobs, 3 5-man blobs. Then we have the obligatory Death Jester with Humbling Cruelty, no Overwatch, and -2 to enemy movement on 1 unit. Then we got the Solitaire with a Rose, Seguraf's Rose, Relic, and then 2x3 Skyweaver Haywire Bikes, and 1x5 Skyweaver Haywire Bikes, and then 3 Starweaver transports. That's Ruud's Harlequin list. It's not like the cookie cutter Harlequin list. It's has a lot of tech and specialized units in it. Going for a lot of foot slogging troops as well. And yeah. So that's
Ruud's list, yeah. All right, let's go through Thorben's list then. He picked a Battalion Detachment, Salamanders. It's the Salamanders successor chapter with long range marksman and master artisan. All right, what do we got? He's got a captain on bike with Never Give Up Obsidian, Power Fist, Storm Shield, all the bells and whistles, all the bells and whistles and everything. Primaris Lieutenant, 3 scout squads. Then he got a pack of 3 aggressors actually. Then he got 5 Centurion, Assault Centurions with Hurricane Bolters and Flamers and everything. And another pack of aggressors. with five dudes this time. A Judiciary, an Outrider, two Outrider units, and he got the Devastator Graph drop pod as well. 2 times Eradicators and a Land Speed
Of
Storm.
course, 2 times Eradicators. Who leaves the house without Eradicators?
I wouldn't if I would just play.
All this is Salamanders pure or successor?
Successor.
Successor, long range and
Master Autism.
Master. Yeah, that's what you do. So very competitive list, of course, and it's supposed to be a very interesting matchup because a lot of Thorben's firepower is 24 or 18 inches range.
Usually, yes.
And Ruud's Shadowseer gives a -6-inch range on enemy shooting, so he reduces that to 18 or 12 respectively, which makes like getting the damage in for Thorben a lot harder.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting to see how he copes with it.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Thorben has like the Judiciary in it, which is the fight last thing, which makes Ruud's like melee output a lot more dangerous for him. You cannot charge Centurions which punch first. You just don't do.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like an interesting dynamic. Let's have a look at the mission. Concern with that, like the primary mission, it's always Harlequins have the mobility to win the primary missions at any given point. As it seems, Thorben is deploying very conservatively in the bottom left corner, so he's basically having an approach on 2 objectives right now, whereas Ruud certainly has 3 or 4 in direct reach. Yeah, secondaries?
Yeah, let's go through the secondaries then. Let's start with Ruud. He picked Engage on All Fronts with this, I think it's an all-timer for Harlequins. Deploy Scramblers, and while we stand, we fight, actually. Yeah, this is this is Solitaire boat with most diamonds. Oh, this is while we stand, we fight. Alright. And so it's the what's SS is Storm. What is an SS? What is this abbreviation for Harlequins?
That's Shadowseer.
Okay, Shadowseer, the Solitaire, and the boat with the most diamonds. Those are the While We Stand We Fights. And Thorben picked While We Stand We Fight as well. It's his Chapter Master, the Lieutenant, and the Judiciary. Then he picked Grind Them Down and Raise the Banners High.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be out for a second to check the stream audio because there was somebody commented on it.
Yeah, usually if something like that happens, it's because of you. So there's nothing we can do. It's all yours at home. I don't know if you're the only one, but you're the first one complaining, actually. Yeah, I was going to say, I asked a couple of minutes ago and everything seemed fine then. Don't know, maybe something happened. Not sure. And you're just watching an ad first? All right.
Yeah, I'm earning us money by watching ads on our stream.
Awesome. Right. Well, when it comes to money, the stream.
That was a segue.
we got a lot of great sponsors for this event. The Alliance Open is always working with people from like Cromlag and so on, and especially for this event, we got several sponsors ourselves as well, which is Kutami, a nice 40k shop in Bremen. Not only 40k, but let's say everything around the hobby. And then we got Taschengeld Deep, which is doing the same, but south of of Germany. Then we have the Art of War is a sponsor of this tournament, and you can actually win later on. There will be a raffle during the stream. We will start that one later, so when it's time for that, we will tell you. As well as Art of War, we've got Breaking Heads 40k, which is as well as Art of War, a small company. It's Fred and Bell and several German players who will give you tips for your list building, give you the chance to consultate them, ask questions about 40k. It's all about professionalizing the hobby. Yeah, those are several sponsors, but they and we got gwfanworld.net, a forum page in Germany. We got sponsored, so everyone on the tournament at the event got a mask and got a nice energy drink and everything. So that's really cool. As well as everyone gets a nice little dice tray that they will use themselves. So we're clean on that side as well.
Secondaries will come in a second.
Because
we'll put them up
twice from the same.
Yeah. That has to be something cleared up. It's gonna start in a second, and then we can show it as well on the screen, so you're all up to date with the scoring.
All right, we have 101 active players. Yes.
Whoa, we just got the 100, and somebody has a buy.
And one has buy, yeah.
Sad.
So I don't know what place gives us this then. What was the biggest tournament this year? Iron Halo, right?
Yeah.
Damn it!
We had the space for 120, and then was a lot of health related drops. Engage on all fronts. It is.
All in all, I think we had.
Instead of while we stand, we fight, or instead of Thorben? Instead of while we stand, we fight, or instead of raid? Okay.
There's the roll off.
So here we have the secondaries. I hope we can read that. We do have on Ruud's side, he picked engage on all fronts. That's what you do as a Harlequin. He picked deploy scramblers. That's what you also do with a Harlequin, especially if you have one naked troop. And especially if you have a stratagem that lets you pick up a unit and drop it next turn in order to get the last point in the enemy deployment zone, like late in the game. And he picked while we stand, we fight with. You already told that with a Shadowseer, Solitaire, and
the boats with the most diamonds.
Yeah,
apparently.
okay, one of the transports.
Yes.
Torben, on the other hand, picked while we stand, we fight. We have to look into the list which those models are. Probably some captains.
I already told the people this. It's the Chapter Master, the Lieutenant, and the Judiciary.
Oh yeah. And engage on all fronts has been picked, and raise the banners. And I think he has the staying power for raise the banners, of course.
There's the chicken dance, which is becoming the new handshake.
Yes, that's very nice. And yeah, so that's secondaries. Let's see how this plays out.
So apparently, Thorben is going first. Did he choose to? Who won? He rolled the roll off with a 2 to a 1, and you get a 1. Classic. All right.
So that's first turn Marines.
Yeah, it's first turn Marines. Not this map layer, but this deployment is very good for a shooty army. Actually.
Yeah.
It's actually the best one.
It's decent. Yeah.
So apparently no redeploy shenanigans on Ruud's side. Yeah.
So yeah, Ruud is
as if you would have chosen to go second either way. Who will ever know?
Yeah, certainly looks like Ruud has deployed in such a way that the first turn of Marines will be like a no turn, basically an empty turn, just setting yourself up for later turns, getting on objectives, putting pressure on the Harlequins by claiming at least 3 objectives, like the number 6 and number 1. Even with the Outriders, he might even claim another one, but then he basically gives away all his little skirmish units. You don't want to do that too early in the game, I guess. I think he's going to stay pretty castled. Maybe send out like some land speeder or something to jump on marker 1, and send out some bikes for marker 6. But I'm not sure if he even goes there.
Move the Outriders today.
He might do, but he doesn't want to lose the Outriders. Like the land speeder is a lot less valuable for him. The Outriders pack such a punch in melee that you want to have them as a counter, I think.
So first things first, 4 Liter Kakao, thank you very much for your comment. He was last year with us in Bremen and was saying that this was the most professional tournament he ever was. That is
That's very nice to hear.
very nice to hear. Thank you very, very much. We give our best together with our friends from the Alliance Armory to bring you the best possible, well, not only tournament, but event experience, which is pretty weird this year with all the masks and keeping social distance and everything, but yeah, everyone's doing their best.
Yeah, let's we're gonna sort some things out here. I don't want to like whine around, but the computer was fried like last night setting it up, so I had to reset everything on a new computer and stuff. So there might be some stutters and glitches. Players will be supplied with water in a second. Players are supplied with energy drinks by our sponsor GW Fan World, but that's not the most healthy choice. So let us see. I'm just adding some logos here because we missed some.
Yes.
Yeah, share it with your friends.
Yeah, share it. Twitch.tv/TargetPriority40k. But a lot of our friends around the globe will host it as well, like Canhammer and AOW40k and whatnot. So yeah, I hope there will be a lot of people that will join us for the next 2 days, 5 games. Yes, apparently there's a children choir in the room,
which is nice.
It's very nice.
Ja. So we also can see the players here. You see the 2 handsome men just like getting at each other in one-on-one action. Yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of space here. The hotel supplied us with like our own room for streaming, which is pretty nice. Yeah, on the right is Thorben, left is Ruud. Players wearing masks all weekend long. Yeah, we have to enforce that. No way around. So I'm just getting rid of the secondaries here because they block our view. So as I predicted quite wrongly, Outriders are sitting on objective 1, Landspeeder Storm is sitting on objective 6, and some bikes hiding behind the forest near objective 6. I'm gonna put on the players for a second.
Okay, fine here.
One raise, yeah. Perfect.
Oh, what? Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. So, okay. Let's do some shooting. This bike squad in the Harlequin bikes.
Yep. because they can all see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, mighty fine.
So 12 shots.
Yep, -1 to hit.
Yeah, on force. No, one reroll. Salamander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're not a salamander, are you? You're a successor, Jack.
Because I'm awesome.
That's
Fourth.
yeah. So
Salamander.
4.
5.
5 4-ups. I make 4, so 1 wound.
Okay. And next one here.
Yeah, on the
Yes.
-1.
Of course.
And 5 ups.
Fourth.
It's toughness 5 on the boat. You're shooting at the boat.
Ah,
right?
yeah, sure, behind, yes.
Ah,
One salamander. Oh, 4, 4.
4.
4.
4 ups. Fail 2.
Okay.
4 left. Check.
Check.
Psychic phase. Charge
Yeah,
phase.
charge
fight
phase.
phase.
Fine.
Okay, so that's your turn 1.
Engage on
For 2.
nothing. No.
Yeah, you put him there.
Engage on 2, yes.
Yep. Okay, my turn. So I get a CP. You didn't spend CP in your turn, so I cannot get them back with the Player of Twilight.
Yes.
You are on 3 objectives. So if I chuck guys there and there, that should be alright. Do I want to shoot the scouts in there? So if I kill something or nothing, you don't have, or you grind them down, you don't have anymore. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
He's OPSEC. And then turn 1. Not within 6 inches of my deployment zone. So that's there. There. And then another 9 inches. So if I'm standing in the forest on this objective, you cannot get me under there. If I put the bikes here. Something.
I can come from right side, right?
Yeah, from your side, but I mean not from the flank, that's why.
Yeah.
31. 31. That's one guy. What an amazing piece of silence it is.
Burn it out, burn it out.
Let's have a quick think. And there's 2 guys on the objective. Ooh,
Coffee.
coffee time! Yeah. Kan deze. Kan deze. Oké.
So that was a pretty quick first turn of the Marines. set himself on 3 objectives, knowing that he's going to lose at least one.
Yeah.
I mean that land speeder is bait. If he moves out there, it's gonna stuff that stands there is gonna die one way or another. But he can, of course, just jump out with the bikes and fire and fade back into the ruin again. So every marker that Ruud sets foot on now is in the open, except for marker 3, which is good for him to hold. Everything else is pretty dangerous area. Shooting wise, there was like a couple of wounds lost on Starweaver by objective 3. Nothing died, did it?
No, nothing died. He put a little dent into one of the
Yeah.
transports, but that's that.
Yes, that's basically it. And now that's basically Ruud picking off Thorben from at least one objective, I guess, maybe 2, setting himself up to hold, I guess, marker 3 and marker 5.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going out for 2 because that flank is pretty open. And 3 jet bikes might survive the onslaught of 3 outrider bikes, which is an epic skirmish, by the way.
So there are no reserve for Thorben, are there? Although there is.
There's a graph drop.
The Eradicators as usual.
So Ruud has also
One transport.
considered to screen out very well now. But problem with Harlequins is you don't have anything to screen because everything's valuable.
Yeah, but is that really necessary? It's not like Harlequins are the prime target for anything that is in the pod.
Well, a graph does have some volume of fire.
Well,
it's sufficient to kill stuff. It doesn't do D3 damage, and they have an invul, but still there's volume of fire coming from a graph pod. It's not as killy as against other stuff, but it's still a threat.
Yeah, I guess, but I think compared to all the bolter shots, it's a minor threat, actually.
Yeah, that's right. And all the bolter stuff won't be in range anyways.
Yeah.
Because he's foot slogging the Centurions and aggressors.
Yeah, CJ is saying in the chat, don't think he cares about the graph.
No, he doesn't care about the graph, but it's still a threat with volume of fire, and it's gonna jump somewhere that he maybe doesn't want people to sit.
Right.
It's for Thorben. It's a good way to get engaged on all fronts as well. Just having a drop pod that maybe can do that 2 turns because it's not a threat. But as always against Harlequins, it's always a tough choice where to land the drop pod because you can, of course,
just surround
hug
it.
You don't even have to surround it; just have to touch it. Make it immune to all that aggressor shooting.
Yeah, that is definitely a threat for Thorben, actually.
Once there drops a pod on the battlefield, you see all the Harlequins' eyes like glowing, and oh, that's where we want to go.
Yeah.
Just like, who's first to touch it?
So, Ruud is shifting his transports around in the back. Don't you think he could have get to the middle actually with them, like left to the marker, to the objective mark 2, to push a little forward? I don't think that there's any possibility that Thorben would get any line of sight for the next.
Well, he's not done moving yet, so there's still jet bikes in that top right corner.
Yeah, that's true. But the 2 transports he already moved, I think.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe he wants to keep them back. I played conservatively. It's always good to have a fusion boat or 2 left for later turns. And if he doesn't need them right now, he can wait. He can let Thorben.
No, he certainly can. But that would be like a more.
Oh, he's going aggressive with the bikes. Interesting.
Yeah, and if he does that, then why don't
go
full aggressive mode, right?
Right.
Alright, we already have 56 people.
Awesome
on the
sauce. Where are you
channel.
guys all from?
Where are you guys from? What time is it at your place? Are you joining us
How many
via one of
beers
our
are
friends
you
that
having?
are hosting us? Well, we got some weirdo from China apparently.
That's cool.
So there is
Well,
internet then.
maybe
It's a
that's
free country.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do
Time
this here
to
real
work.
quick. Maybe just
Oh, Danny, love you. Yeah. Okay, here comes the close-up from the table. That is the current situation. There are a lot of Harlequin Vikings around the land speeder Storm. Here is the gun line from Thorben with the Centurions. And there are the Outriders on the, well, basically on the marker number 1 on the right lower side. This is Ruud, looking good as always. And that's the back line of the Harlequins. 5 troops not on the base, so still getting this obscured bonus. Come on, day 666. Yeah, time for a coffee. Well, will you grab me one as well? Would be lovely, but I already drank a energy drink, but I'm pretty sure that a coffee won't do no harm. Alright, and now he's going for the for objective marker 2 as well, with the, well, I wouldn't call it leftover, but yeah, certainly leftover bikes that we were talking about last. So Ruud is doing a big push actually, which is wise, I think.
yeah, I think so too. Because if he's going on the left flank, then he can easily go on the right flank as well. Because Thorben has to deal with 3 up invul bikes now.
It puts a
on the
lot
left
of
flank.
pressure on Thorben.
They will die. They will kill the land speeder and will die.
But
Anyways,
the
but
thing is-
Thorben has to put like a lot of resources into that.
Yeah, the thing is that with the 3++, you really need to dedicate the shooting into that unit. You cannot split fire and be greedy.
Yeah.
And that is the thing for Thorben now. This makes this whole situation very dangerous. Huh?
I mean, Centurion shooting should get them. But I'm pretty certain he's not in the -6 bubble. So aggressors and Centurions will like load all this stuff into it. These bikes are going to die.
Yeah, but that is like 3 bikes for
exactly.
a shitload of
Yeah,
firepower.
for Ruud getting like the other third of the board.
Yeah.
And that's basically the point. He may be able to hold 3 objectives at the start
the
of
other
his
2/3
turn.
of the board actually.
No, not as.
Marker 4, 1, 2.
I think he maybe kills 1 bike on marker 1, not more.
So it's a shooting phase now, right?
It's shooting phase. I can maybe go there and kill it.
Okay, we have our front row reporter, Benjamin. That's live from the table. That's Thorben. And a nice view outside on the Galopprennbahn. There are a lot of Harlequins in that building. Lucky for Ruud, there are no windows. And the camera just like, no, it's back on already. Yes, vehicles don't get cover saves. Yeah, so no explosion. So the Land speeder is down, right? And some people are dropping out. Let's see. Yes, and put them down first, and then let's see how many of them will die. Actually, there are 2 1s, so two more down. Jesus Christ, 75 people watching this. Well, good morning to everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, where the hell you're all about. This is the Hanseatic Alliance Open live in Bremen, Germany. Currently the 2nd biggest 40k tournament global this year. We've got 101 players. This is the top table. This is round 1. This is Ruud with his Harlequins versus Thorben with his Salamanders and these sweet looking Outriders. I really dig the green on those on his army. Okay, I'm back. Benjamin is on the dice. Oh, well, 5-2 it is then. Not so good. So, and that is me, apparently. Sitting here with my sweet Masque on. And going back to the table. So,
Did we have the yeah, what happened
that
then?
looked pretty decent.
So bikes shot Landspeeder Storm
Yeah.
easily, didn't explode. 2 scouts dropped dead, and the other ones were charged by the 3 bikes. He didn't kill a single one. Ruud was like his attack rolls in total in this round was like abysmal.
Okay, but those were like the 5-2s that we just seen, yeah?
Yeah. And the bikes on the right did 1 wound on one of the Outriders. And that's basically it.
Alright. Okay.
So I hope we get the gimbal going as well, so the dice cam is not that shaky, but you always see.
Oh, it's worth looking alright, man. No worries.
Oh, a steady hand.
Yes, maybe because of all the scotch you've been drinking all morning.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
So that was Ruud's counter turn 1, bottom of 1. Set himself onto 4 objectives. Oh no, we missed something here. After fighting, he jumped with the bikes. He spent 2 CP to move
right.
instead of a consolidate. Jumped back deep into his lines. He did engage on all fronts there for sure, at least for 2 points. And he, well, brought himself out of line of sight of all the
sitting
aggressive
there
shooting.
nice and cozy.
Yeah, that's a really good move. I like it.
Yeah.
Because now Troupe has to think about like getting all his shooting power, drawing it to the bottom of the map.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure actually. I think this is now the easiest target and the most risk-free target for the graph pod actually.
Yeah. That one
because
might be.
Torben cannot bring them down and have solely shoot with the graph dudes into those bikers. The pot is for itself not that big of a high risk for him that other units from Ruud can just get into close combat with him and stay there. So good for Ruud, but I think this is a good thing for Torben as well.
Yeah. Did Torben do engage on all front last
Because
round? I don't
it
think
makes
so, right?
decisions easier. What?
Torben did not do engage on all fronts last round, right?
No. Yeah, he did. Ah, for 2 points then. Yeah, right.
And you did as well for 2. So it's Torben 2 objectives.
Blood Angel, aka Crowd Gamer. Well, you really need some. Yeah, you need to pick one, man. So there need to be some streamlining with your personal brand, actually. But thank you very much. Thank you for all the great support and the goodies. I already drank my energy drink. My heart is pumping like crazy. Certainly wasn't the best idea, but it tastes good. And thanks for the mask and everything. Really appreciate it, man.
Score is not updating. Interesting. So Torben doing a lot of thinking there. I think how to deal with the threat of bikes in his backline, and also with the threat of Harlequins holding 3 objectives.
Yeah.
And not moving into like direct threat range. Like he has a range problem, right? We said that in the beginning. Once Torben gets into attacking range with all of his like real firepower, he's also within striking distance of everything. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how it plays out for him.
Yeah, definitely. So while we have some time, we're just gonna talk about ourselves a little bit. We that is bringing you this stream is TargetPriority40k. We are Sebastian and Benjamin at a German 40k podcast, and we're organizing this lovely little event of the Hanseatic Alliance Open here in Bremen together with our friends from the Netherlands, the Alliance Armory. They are giving us a lot of love, a lot of tournament organization, all the mats that you see, all the terrain that you see, everything logistic wise, and thank you for that. Actually, a couple of those guys cannot be here today because of all the freaking COVID stuff. So we're at least 2 men down, but we're doing all our best. We've got Martin and Stefan with us, and we've got the great Daniel Konjevich that dropped beforehand. So he will not play at the tournament, but he will organize it with us and help where he can, which is just freaking amazing. So if you want to support us, and by us I mean our little podcast and all the streaming that you see, and say maybe thank you for a great weekend that is laying upon us, then you can just basically use your Twitch Prime abo for our channel, or just subscribe yourself, or just give us some bits if you want to, or if you would like to, you can go to patreon.com/targetpriority40k and leave us 1 or 2 euros or dollars or pounds or yen or whatever you have, whatever you're willing to give. And we just want to say thank you very much already for watching. We've got 62 people at the moment. That is a great audience for such a early time in the morning, but I reckon in Germany the weather in Bremen is crap. I don't know how it is in the rest of the nation, but yeah, it is. So there we are. Now, Torben is still in his movement phase. Those are some eradicators, pretty sure. Did he bring down the pod yet? No, he did not. He is trying to get some line of sight for the eradicators onto the bikes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the mats that we're using are 120s by 180s, so the old usual big ones, and then on the corners the Alliance Armory did those small little pieces that are basically the new borders from which we can measure. So now he's 6 inches in. And surprise, surprise, the line of sight is way better if you're really on the battlefield.
Oh yeah. Always helps. Movement done?
So, Commando 666 says, well, the weather in Heidelberg is crap as well. Well, I'm sorry for that, but it's a good thing that you're watching this then. And we got a Prime subscriber. Thank you very much, King of Ecstasy.
So I finally got the scores to work. You. We have Thorben having been on 2 objectives, controlling 2, doing 2 for engage on all front last round, and 1 for his banner this round. So after his movement phase, we can see like he's A, not bringing the pod, he's B, trying to engage the Harlequin bikes with Outriders, which do pack a punch, but maybe not enough. And he leaves his castle basically on marker number 4, out of range of everything, but well, also not threatened. Well, Ruud doesn't want to go there and touch that because there's the Judicar in it and Judiciar. He's set up a bit to harass the bikes on marker 2 and marker, what is it, 3? Not sure if he gets them out of there. Let's Ruud did spend 2 CP to lightning fast, I think. -1 to wound, not lightning fast, -1 to wound also for vehicles and bikes. It's a 6-inch aura from the Shadowseer.
Yeah.
So he extends his shield from harm to non-infantry units, which is like an awesome stratagem. It makes the bikes so much more resilient, and it's ridiculous. So there will be some.
So apparently it's still pretty decent, this defensive for the Harlequin. So they apparently didn't lose that much while capping the minus modifiers to hit. Actually.
Yeah, that's true. They got some new toys for defending themselves.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Ruud is expecting in terms of damage output to do the shield from harm on non-infantry, like in his back line, because there's like not so much coming. Like it's expensive to do.
So the drop pod didn't get down. So he's shooting at the. This is the Outriders in the left hand corner, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there.
And we got Benny with the dice cam. Alright, I'll give it to the guys on the table then.
3.
3. Fill them all.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. A pity.
Okay. This bikes will shoot into the
Bikes. Yep.
bikes.
-1, so 4 ups.
Reroll. One more.
And 4 ups. 3.
Reroll. 3.
Aha! Now I make saves.
1 dive.
Yep.
And
Nope.
I don't know. Is it in range?
-6.
Yeah. So I'm in range with everything.
Because you have
27.
27 -6, that's 21.
Right.
Mighty fine.
6 shots.
Yep. 4 ups.
Salamander. Yeah. 3.
2 ups. -1, so 3 ups.
Yes. I'm +1.
Couple of things. There was aggressors shooting on. So there was aggressors standing in the ruin, at the bottom right, and they just killed the bikes on marker 2. And then the shooting from the bikes on the left-hand side into the other bikes. Killed 1 so far. And this what we also missed is there's eradicators now standing on marker 6, and the other troop of eradicators is standing next to marker 4 on the right hand side of it. So there's a lot on the board already for Thorben. And now we're going to the charge phases. So obviously the Outriders going into the Skyweavers.
Freeze. Salamander. Okay, fine.
Pretty decent.
And
4 ups.
4 ups. 1 more.
2,
No.
3.
No. 4.
2 wounds. So 1 left. Can fight back.
Yep.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Yahtzee 5s, gonna be fun. I'll take 2. 2 -2, 2 damage. So that's 4 damage.
1 dead.
Haha!
Ha!
Bastard.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so you have. Let me check.
I got 2 raise a banner, but next round.
Yeah, that's next round. You got no engage. Because you moved away with the bikes. And that's it, so 13 points. I am on. Wait, do you mind if I put this guy? Because this was obviously on this. If you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I wanted to say there was a reason why he was there.
Yeah.
10 points. Not holding more. Okay, so engage is gonna get me 2 points. Get a CP. Okay, so they're gonna fall back. They move an additional 6, so that's 2. So it's 18 inches. 18 inches to be annoying. Whee! There's 2 guys there. Shooting tree.
Oh,
The field now.
we're talking all the time, and
yeah,
Mike's
that's
went
great,
on.
yeah,
We had a like in-depth analysis going here.
In-depth analysis and the upcoming lotto numbers
Yeah.
for Germany.
You missed all
already
that.
anticipated those. Yeah, well, You're lost then. Okay. Ruud is starting his second turn then.
Yeah.
He's starting with 10 primary points for holding objective marker 5 and 3. And now the question is, will he, well, basically not start, but keep on pushing onto the middle objectives? Or will he keep his troops in this building on objective marker 3? There, you can see those 2 transports over there. And in the building there are, what, like 15 troops?
30.
30.
30.
Well,
yeah, that's a lot of troops. But they're still too far away to do anything meaningful. Like, I think he's waiting with them to get into a striking range.
Yeah, but waiting for what? Well, what is the incentive
Well,
for
maybe when
to
the
get closer?
drop pod comes down. Well, he's not holding a lot of objectives, right?
Does he have to? I think the only thing, the only reason for Thorben to get closer is for engage on all fronts, right? And he doesn't have to do that on that side. He can do it on the left hand side.
Yeah, like what I do,
just score low for
what I
that.
think would be a good turn for Ruud would be to clear the whole right flank. To maybe Twilight Pathways a 10-man troop unit to get to the aggressors. I think the Death Jesters they're somewhere also, so he can deny Overwatch and then just charge them, kill them. Stand on marker 2, and maybe use shooting and the bikes on the bikes on the bottom left and some of the other bikes to get rid of the Outriders as well or damage them heavily.
Yeah.
And so Thorben has to spread again, right? Because then he puts pressure on Thorben to don't give up the right side of the board, right?
What happened, what I think, was that Thorben moved his huge blob of Centurions on objective marker for a little bit to the up and left, let's say, or to the northwest, which means that he's from a line of sight point of view further away from objective marker 2, which is the objective marker that is basically the only objective marker that the foot slogging troops can really reach. So this is actually a move that is very, very good for Ruud for the rest of the game, because basically Thorben loses a complete movement phase if he, well, basically have to go back then.
Yeah.
And this is the, as you already stated, the way easier flank to get a grip of.
I mean, he really has to kill the aggressors to have that being an easy flank, because the aggressors are going to mow down like 2 10-man squads of troops alone. So this is, I think, his main target, which I suppose. Bikes are going in on marker 6 again. Maybe.
So the question is, do you guys have to be very careful with tactical analysis that close to the player?
Yes, we are. We're talking with a very low voice for exactly that reason, and hope the players are so in their zone that they don't hear us.
Plus, you know, we are pretty dumb, and most players are pretty smart, so there's nothing they can
always
learn
not
from us.
listen to us is a good idea.
Yeah, doing the exact opposite.
Which is also kind of a tip.
Yeah, if they already knew that they should do that, then.
Oh, it's a good point. The best way would be to be in a separate room or something. But well,
yes, Limity.
Reality.
The Salamander player does have a nice little drop pod with some graph dudes in them still in reserve.
Question for secondaries. We can pull that up real quick, no problem. So we got engage on all fronts, grind them down, and while we stand, we fight with for Harlequins. And also while we stand, we fight, engage on all fronts, and raise the banners high for
Thank you,
Salamanders.
random player NPC. We hear that a lot, but
we do have a podcast. It's in German, but
low voices.
If it's just about the voice, you know.
And well, in Germany, it's still it's about 10:30 now, so a lot of people are still in bed, and we don't want to disturb them and really wake them up. So
with our heavy metal voices.
Yeah. We're gonna start growling at 12 o'clock, I think.
This crawling is after lunch. So obviously
Thank you,
the
McFenkel. Thank you.
small bike squad has approached Marker 6 again. So like this is my question now. He could have done the jump into the corner, the bottom left, in his last turn. To avoid striking back from scouts, like from 4 scouts or something, 3 scouts. That's not the reason why he did it, because that's not like threatening. Or to get like a safe engage on all fronts, but I think he already, yeah, but not that threatening. Or get in a clear engage on all fronts, but I think he already had it. So now moving them back, the only the third reason might have been to bait the castle, right? To make the shooty castle move south basically, in order to get more turns of air. We're gonna give it to the players for a second.
They move 5, they advance max 6, 11, and they shoot 27 minus 1, 21. So 21 is normal shooting. Plus 5 is 26, so you need to advance, that doesn't matter. And then here, can you see me? So you get max 11, which is there. That's fine. Minus 6, does that matter? No, it doesn't. Yeah, so 22 inches. I'll advance and I'll do prismatic blur again. Oh, I already got it ejected. Yes, then the deep striking dudes that I put into reserve are gonna drop here and I'm gonna do scramblers. There's nothing within line of sight because there's no window. Check.
How many CP are left? I'm gonna just check with the players to see that, because we don't track it with the app. It's a bit hard to like get every CP spent. Yeah, I'll have a look. So it's a meager 4 CP left for the Harlequins. They run out fast and they need them so dearly. And 7 CP for Salamanders, which is decent, I think. Now he's trying to do like this self-sacrifice thing, maybe.
So Richard is asking via Facebook if we can just tell him what is our streaming setup.
Well, as I said, like in the introductions, who's coming here with like a pretty fancy gaming computer, which was fried on the way here. So this is like our backup setup,
Which is as fancy.
it's just as fancy. We're running basically a very good DSLR camera for the top angle, and like some webcams for the other side views and stuff, and also running an app or a website called OBS Ninja, where you can basically make your smartphone a camera wirelessly, just and feed it into OBS, which allows for like the dice camera basically. Yeah, that's just microphones, I guess. If there's any specific questions you'd like to ask, let us know. Happy to answer.
Yes, McFenty, this is a special room only for the stream. There's only the 2 guys that are playing and the 2 dudes that are commentating, which at the moment is Benjamin and me. And we have 2 very large rooms at this very venue where the rest of the players are, which we have 99 additional players to both of them, so it's about 50 tables in 2 large rooms, so 25 each, with a lot of free space to make sure that social distancing will no issue.
Yes, there's at least 1.5, rather 2 meters space between every player
Easily.
and every in every direction. So it's pretty awesome.
You can see some pictures on our Instagram page, instagram.com/TargetPriority40k, or the equivalent Facebook page, and later on Benjamin will run around and have a check with the gimbal camera so that we can show you the other rooms. Yeah, turning your smartphone into a camera, there are some tricky ones actually. And something like IP webcam, that doesn't work at all.
No. Took me a while to figure it out. So what did the discussion bring here? I didn't follow it. Just one here. This was about self-sacrifice.
Yeah, this was the
stratagem?
Salamanders. You can only shoot at. You cannot shoot this unit if it's not the closest target.
Yeah, and did it work or not? There was a debate of whether he could do it on the scouts in the ruin or not. Even though I don't know why he would put it on the scouts.
What? But it wasn't on the scouts, was
okay,
it?
Maybe
it was
I just misunderstood.
on the Centurions or aggressors.
Yeah, so he's screening the Centurions with the aggressors
with the scouts.
Yeah. With the scouts on marker 4.
Yes.
But they're gonna die.
Yeah, but none of the high heavy damage teams.
Yeah, so to recap, Ruud's movement phase, he's put the big bike squad and the small bike squad on marker 4, really pushing there. He's not at all touching the right hand side, like he's doing the exact opposite of what we did. He shuffled 1 Star Weaver into the ruin on the top right to at least have like an option on marker 2.
Yeah.
But he's like just letting the aggressors like stand there in the corner and do nothing, which is also a smart thing to do. But he's also risking a lot here by putting in the bikes right here.
Wait a second. It was Ruud's second turn.
It is Ruud's second turn.
Then those Harlequin troops on the bottom are not allowed to stand there.
Oh, no, they can deep strike.
I think they
can. No, you can.
Did they come directly from reserve?
No, he can spend CP to pick him up and bring him in the next turn. So you may have picked them up turn 1.
Right, okay.
And
I
now
thought those were strategic reserves.
Yeah,
so, okay.
But good catch. I didn't see the Harlequins. On the bottom right, there's one troop. I think it's the naked troop.
Yeah.
I'll have a closer look right now, and they are gonna scramble in the enemy deployment zone early on and engage on all front points, which he wouldn't get otherwise, right? Oh, he would. He's getting it for 3 now.
Yeah. Actually, all right. We got a question from Raffi. Yeah, 101 Leute sind wir. 101 player. Yeah, maybe next time then. TGCAO 83. Everyone is welcome here. So long we can keep everything safe, COVID-wise, which was, let's face it, the incredibly challenging within the last couple of days. So yeah, CJ says as well, they are deep striking, they weren't outflanking, alright?
Exactly, they're scrambling.
Cheers,
and
mate.
That's then he has like the scramble in enemy deployment zone out of the way early on.
Yeah.
Which is always a nice thing to have. What we don't see on the top angle view is a Death Jester hiding on the right side of marker 5 behind the ruin. Pretty much in the open, not protected by anything. Like not protected by lookout, sir, by nothing. But I think he just did the no overwatch shots into the scouts or something, just to be sure.
So,
or maybe even. Oh, let me check line of sight in a second. Maybe he did even a -2 movement on Centurions, which would be awesome.
reroll again. They are dead.
Okay.
Check. Yep. Ba-da-ba-bum. Cool. And that's gone. So I get engaged for 2. Where's my phone? Here's my phone. Yep. Yeah, we talked about it during the movement phase. Yes. So I did 2 deploy scramblers and I did 2 for engage.
Death Jester actually hit back behind the corner. He fired and faded, and he did shoot the Centurions to immobilize them, basically.
Come again? I was just reading the chat.
He was shooting with the Death Jester into the Centurions to make them -2 movement.
Yeah.
And then he fired and faded back into his ruin.
Yeah, so they're gonna keep crawling all day long. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is exactly what he needs for the troops to be safe.
Yes.
In the next
And
turn.
he's willingly like giving the big man bikes away now.
Yeah.
To enemy fire. But that's keeping Thorben in his deployment zone, basically.
Yeah. Thorben needs to get this Death Jester down. But
No, he won't be able to.
Yeah, honestly it's already too late for that. They're bound on that side, but they dominate that side, so Thorben needs to come up with a solution for the right hand side of the board.
Damage wise, so Ruud's turn is over, and damage wise, there's like didn't happen a lot. That it maybe killed he killed the scouts on marker 6. He's now denying objective 6, but he's also in close combat with the Eradicators on marker 6, so they won't be able to shoot. Also, otherwise he didn't do any damage. He did scrambling for 3, engage on all fronts for 3. He deployed scramblers in his own zone.
He did only Ruud only got engage on for 2 points.
Yeah, and now he's sitting on 3 markers, but he won't be sitting there for long.
No, he won't. Yes, McFenhiel, those things on the corners are the table resizers. A rather elegant way, I think. It's pretty cool. You can get them at the Alliance Armory shop. I think it's €7.50.
Yeah, maybe someone called CJ puts the link in the chat. So yeah, that was actually pretty uneventful turn from Ruud, but I think he did the right thing. The only thing is maybe he gave up a bit too much on the primary this turn, because he will only score 5, very probably only score 5 points at the beginning of his next turn, and Thorben is consistently scoring 2 markers, so 10 points. And as Ruud didn't make an approach on the right flank, Thorben has also the lookout of standing on 3 markers very safely.
5 is alright. I mean, if Ruud counts with 35 points for the whole primary, that is quite alright.
Yeah, you for sure can have like a lower turn, a lower scoring turn, and make Thorben come closer. But yeah, at one point, Ruud has to commit his force, which is still hiding behind the ruin on marker 3. There's like still 30 troops and 2 fusion boats and a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
the Fang Master. But now that the bikes are on marker 2, the Outriders, they're within striking distance, and I think we will see some action there on that flank next turn. Thorben checking if aggressor's gonna get line of sight on the Starweaver on the top right.
Yes, moderating from Rotterdam ATM. CJ would be here with us if it weren't for COVID and German regulations that North and South Holland, the provinces, are red flagged, so he couldn't come over. He and Dick are staying In the Netherlands, sadly, we are 2 men down, actually. So TOing is way rougher. On the other hand, he's with us in the chat. Danny is with us in the chat, which makes it all the more helpful. So any questions that you got, just ask them. There are several people that can answer them. And if you want to support either us or the Alliance Open and the Alliance Armory, just say something and we will work something out, eh? Okay. I'll give it to the players then for a couple of minutes, guys. Have fun, talk about the game. What are your thinkings about it? Who will win this one?
So then, that's the 11-inch measurement. That's the flame.
Yeah.
They're all within 11, or
I only check. No, the last one not if I want, but I'm not sure if I stay here.
yeah, just think about it. We're not gonna do anything, man. Chill.
One left. Yeah, one there. Okay. Okay. So let's move.
You made the Eradicator's obsec, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, check. Well, we're still checking. You only move 2, remember?
Yeah, I know.
It's checking if he wants to put him there, just seeing if they fit, if they can see. For now, they're in reserves. Yeah, it's still a trial thing. The mastermind has to think. Alright, just rolling 6s, right? A friend of mine said you just need to roll 9s, then you win. I was like, well,
wow.
on a 6-sided dice, maybe.
Dev, he drive here, like 14-inch.
Can he
Is it
finish,
So maybe that was already clear from the discussion. There's on the middle right hand side, there's 3 aggressors standing, and he still is thinking whether to put them there or not. The other aggressors walked onto objective marker 2 together with Outriders. He's so far leaving alone marker 1. There may be a drop pod coming down there or not. Then we have in the lower middle ruin, in front of that is standing 3 Eradicated, and then we have the big characters like Bike Captain and Judiciar, and surrounded by Centurions and a couple of Sniper Scouts. And that's Thorben's move. So he's pushing up the right, and he's basically solidifying what he's having on marker 4. I think it's some tough decisions to make here for sure. Like, how to approach those big bike unit, which is a 3-up invul. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which cannot be buffed otherwise. Like he cannot do the -2 wound on them again. Too far away from the Shadowseer. But it's a bit math to do how many Centurion shots you need. I guess all of them.
wouldn't do no math,
I mean,
man.
there's no other target for them, so he might just unload it.
Math is out of the question. No, just wing it. Just hope for the best. Don't do math.
Yeah, the players are mic'd up as well, McVenture, but yeah, you're not seeing that. But also they're not talking a lot at times. Like when a player is thinking a lot, then well,
The further we get into the game, the less the players are talking.
yeah, they were joking in the beginning.
Yeah,
I think.
that's the deal, but that is because you are jokes.
We try to leave the players as alone as they can be.
Yeah.
But Ruud likes interacting with us, so
Thomas as well, so no worries for that one. So it's a rather finicky turn for Thorben, isn't it? Getting the freaking graph pod in. And he needs to ask a lot of questions about the defenses from the Harlequins. Yeah, CJ, that might be actually. They partied a little bit because basically everyone partied last night because everyone is freaking happy to finally throw some dice again. So we've got a possible TO call on this one. No, you actually the thing is you activate the unit once. You cannot and if you want to shoot at both targets, you would need to activate them twice. So one time for the transport, one time for the dudes inside. But you only can activate the shooting unit once and fire. You will fire twice, but you only activate once, and there's only one welded target at the moment.
so
I think this is in the FAQ for the tournament as well. Daniel Konjevic was nice enough to put in an FAQ, and I think
it's only partially true because that FAQ was about can I do a salamander reroll twice when shooting twice?
yeah,
but the answer is the same. Like
yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
activate
Right.
once.
So CJ, which is basically our head judge, in the chat says nice try, Torben. So therefore, I was right with the call. Yes, thank you, Rafi. It's awesome that we can have this tournament after the last 10 days. It's even more awesome. And after last night, where basically the computer fired up.
I would stop complaining about that now, but it was a rough thing.
Yeah, it was creative, CJ. Yeah, certainly was. So it is now 10 minutes to 11, and we've got 90 spectators. Jesus Christ, guys, 90 people. Thank you very much. Where are you all coming from? Are you all from Germany, the Netherlands, or Central Europe, or where are you from? Tell us. We want to know. Tell us. We've got the chess clock here. So Thorben is down to 41 minutes. Ruud is still on 50. But this turn took this movement phase took quite some time for Thorben, so that is to be expected with his last drop coming in. We really hope that the gimbal will work for game 2, so we just have to do it with these little shaky movements at the moment. Have windows. So we've got Lübeck, we've got Oldenburg. Thank you very much for being online, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support us or the Alliance, if you want to support us, you can check us out on patreon.com/TargetPriority40k. You will support our podcast and in the end this stream as well. You can put in some subscriptions for Twitch. That would be lovely as well. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can go do it for free actually once per month. or you can just give us some, get us some bits. That will be awesome as well. And you can support the Alliance Army that are our awesome partners here for the event. We've got Martijn and Stefan at the place who are TOing and later on commentating with us. And we got all the mats, all the terrain, everything from them. Look at this awesome stuff. You can buy this at the alliancearmory.net as well. And yes, that is that. And thanks to all the sponsors, which are plenty actually. We've got Cromlech, we've got Deep Cut, we've got Kutami, we've got the Taschengeld, the Art of War 40k, Breaking Heads 40k. So many people, so many companies. Thank you all very much. Support them if you can and want to. So the drop pod finally came down. Hang on around at objective marker 1, which is the smart thing to do actually. Yes.
The flamers?
There is one.
Okay.
So 6 left.
Just to check, what can you see or reach with those guys then?
Let's declare for the Overwatch. If I want.
Okay, check. So then you can shoot twice.
If I want.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
If I want. So final question here. 11, 11, 11. 11. Do I need 2 CP to clear this squad off?
Of course you do. I'm gonna roll only 3 ups now because it's
Oh.
turn 2.
Ah.
3.
Okay.
Called it.
Okay. But I think I need to clean it. So I have engaged on all fronts with 4, right?
Yes.
1,
you have
2,
bikes
3.
there, bikes there,
Fine.
and then the flamers as well.
2 CP.
Nope.
And 1 more for. No.
Oh, you can.
4. And. Fuck me. Problems of Space Marines. No, 4 CP, so left.
Yes.
So 2 CP, they are
Rolling on +1.
no,
Full
2
shots.
CP for 4 flamer shots.
Yep.
So let's do first thing first. The 2 men flame the
Transport. Yeah.
yes. So 2d6 shots with damage 2 because this is a mastercrafted weapon.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
Wounding on
5s normally.
force.
+1 force. Yep.
I come to you. Hello.
Jackie.
Reroll 1.
So you did 1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I roll 4.
No. 2 damage.
2 damage. 2 left.
And the another one 10.
It's
Of
only
course.
10.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh,
I
fine.
can survive that. Easy.
Easy, baby.
Can I get my particle
Easy
dice
money.
now so nobody can see it in the baggie? 2, 4, 5, 6.
5 left, right?
5?
5 wounds. No,
Ooh, he has
3.
he's
3.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he
Okay.
explode? Doesn't matter. There's 5 guys inside. Nobody dies. That's
Fine.
perfect.
So then, yeah, go.
Yeah. So they cannot see me. They shot.
Yeah.
You cannot fight twice. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, just drop it on the floor.
Drop it on the floor.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hard.
So Rafi Big 40 Mac is asking, do you have a favorite player for the tournament? Actually, one of my favorite players is playing on this table, which is Ruud. I'm always
Rooting for Ruud?
I'm always rooting for him. Yeah. I'm always keen. He's an extremely good player, and Harlequins are the hot shit at the moment. So there are actually pretty good chances that he get into the top ranks. My favorite is Rickard Nilsson. He's the currently the best player in the ITC at this tournament. He's number 4 in the world. He's playing AdMech and he's extremely good with it. So that's one of them actually. And well, besides those, there's always those typical players like Manuel Vicharek, aka Bell. I think those 3 players, they are all shooting for at least the top 10 for me. So
we have some contenders, I think, and also some people you may have not like on your screen personally, like there was like a lot of TTS stuff going on the last couple of months. Martin Nguyen or Malte Hooves, which like had pretty good rounds there, and I think they're always good for a good placement. So we are in the shooting phase. So situation after Thorben's movement is basically that he overloaded the right hand side with aggressors like crazy. Like there's now 9 aggressors standing around.
I think the word overloaded is
yeah,
the term is true. Definitely, there's a lot of them.
But it's so dangerous. I mean, there's like no judiciary around there, so it's pretty easy for Ruud to get this charging units in there, like deny Overwatch with the Death Jester and then just pick them out one by one. I think so that right hand side is certainly not safe for Thorben, though he's putting a lot of pressure on there, but he's like not putting out a lot of damage with the aggressors now. He killed the one Starweaver, but he wasn't allowed to shoot the troops inside it with a second time shooting, so they are still there. Might also get into fusion range if they want to the aggressors that shoot their boat. Other than that, the Graf did actually shoot at the troops on the bottom right, and there's still 1 troop left, and this might be the cherub shooting. The cherub shooting did the rest, and it's not like Ruud predicted there will be 1 Harlequin standing and it's gonna steal your objective. No, it's not. They died. Drop Hot is now safely standing on objective 1, and the naked troops are gone.
So the real question, Neil Kerr, is why is Rickard here and you are not? So I would love to know that. Well, we got several international attendees. Usually
yeah, but some really had a hard time
and
we would have had to present negative COVID tests to basically cross the border.
Yeah, this tournament this time is pretty German heavy. If there would have, well, at least if it wouldn't be for the red flagging Nord and South Holland, we would have had like a 5th player alone from the Netherlands, so Dutchies, some Scandinavian players, Italian and French, no, not French, but Belgium. But well, it is as it is. As most people are from Germany, but there are several international players here as well. And hopefully, if one of these days this whole COVID mess will be over, I reckon 2022.
So this was a Centurion shooting into bikes, and there's just 1 bike and 1.5 bikes gone.
Oh, okay.
That's but it was not all the shooting.
But yeah, the intent of the tournament is to be there for the international players. That's one of the reasons we're in Bremen. Well, one is it's close to our homes, and 2 is there is an international airport here.
So there was Flameless shooting, and there's another bike dropped, another bike dropped.
Yeah, he
And
Neil,
there's-
no worries, man. But would be great to see you here one of these days.
So one bike is left with 2 wounds, and there's still shots coming in.
But Thorben is now dedicated to the board. So
He's dedicated to what?
he's dedicated to the board. Everything is on board. There are no surprises
Yes.
left.
Yes, he certainly is, but he pushed up like way over half of the board.
Yeah.
So now Ruud has limited resources. He has now lost all of his bikes. He lost a lot of his mobility.
Yes.
He will struggle to get engaged on all fronts. He will struggle to get back board control on both flanks. Because, well, there's not... He still has a lot left, but it's all committed on marker 3 right now. And he will have to push for the aggressors on the one hand and the Centurions on the other. So it's a pretty tricky situation for him right now. Like, I think that was a pretty decent turn from Thorben.
Yeah, Cobalt 93 says it's pretty looking grim for the. It's looking pretty looking grim.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
no,
looking
right.
pretty grim.
I wouldn't say it's looking grim. There's still a lot of resources left for
Yeah, there's
Ruud, because you can
30 troops standing
what you
there.
cannot see is on the terrain piece where Ruud is on the ruin. There are actually 30 troops in the ruin. He does not have left only one transport. 30 troops, Harlequin troops, are in the ruin. So. But now we'll have to see what he comes up with. He certainly can push on the objectives on the right hand side. I think the left flank is completely lost by this point. What are you thinking? I think the left hand flank is pretty lost now. So this Benjamin thing, but he's running away. Yeah, well, not 1,000 points, but yeah. Will Rickard's match be streamed? Well, if he gets on the top table, then his match will be streamed, because that is what we do here. We've got this stream table open only for the top table, and for the first game it was like, okay, who do we get for the stream? And the safe bet is always to get Ruud, because he is experienced with playing on camera, and so is Thorben, and that is very much necessary for such a game. So to focus on the game actually, and don't mind that cameras are in your neck and on your head basically, and people are watching every move that you do. So you need to be cool with that. So for the first game, it's just good to have those two guys here then. Well, Neil Kerr, to be fair, you only lose to Space Wolves if you never played to Space Wolves before, no? Because they're not good.
So I'm back. What are we looking at? Ruud moving out of his castle, at least with a
With the one
Star
transport that is
Weaver?
left. Yeah. So the left-hand flank is lost, basically.
Yeah,
See,
well, he can get there. It's not a problem, but
But thinking about engage on all fronts, is it? The thing is, I don't see a very good way to get at least 2 points. Actually, he still can get. He still can take one of the units up, right?
yeah, he can do that anytime.
Yeah.
He
but-
has a couple of CP left.
Yeah, but he still needs to be in at least 2 of the quarters to make this worth anything, which he isn't at the moment. So therefore, why bother?
Yeah, Ruud only had one marker as we predicted, so only 5 points on the primary there. Yeah, and I think he's having problems on the primary. Thorben has still his outriders who are able to push onto Ruud's deployment zone markers as well. Like marker 5 I think is lost, unless he puts a lot of pressure there. But he has to deal with the aggressors.
I think
And he screened them pretty well. I liked how he screened a lot of the aggressors with outriders and the forest, which also all makes charging very hard without applying Twilight pathways. So he only gets 1 unit in. He can only deny Overwatch on 1 unit as well.
Yep.
And
No,
if he kills 1 unit of aggressors, the aggressors kill everything. The other 2 units of aggressors kill everything that came to kill those.
Yeah.
So it's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Thorben. He's playing this very smart up until now. That's what I just said. That those two are on the stream for the first match because they can play on camera without losing focus, and basically you can see that Thorben did 1 or 2 minor mistakes in the beginning, but now he's really focused and playing a good game of 40k. And Neil, that was just a joke with the Space Wolves. No worries, man. They're way worse.
Let's look at it from the other side. I think Ruud played it very conservatively. He still has a lot of resources left. It's not as he's down on models or something.
How many points are 30 troops?
It depends on the loadout, but it's roughly 600, maybe 560
so
or something.
Basically, still has like a quarter, or like a third of his army. So.
Well, he lost 11 bikes and 2 transports.
Yeah, he got characters left, right?
Yeah.
And this is the transport for Why We Stand We Fight, isn't it?
It should be.
So he wants to save that, doesn't he?
Oh, he's pushing it out, so it's gonna die.
Yeah, I don't know how smart that is actually, but we'll see. Are you allowed to remove the trees in the woods in this tournament?
I don't think so.
No.
They're there. You don't mess with terrain.
Who got the first turn? Salamanders did.
Salamanders sure did.
This is why it looks like this now.
You can have a look at the secondaries here as well.
With this deployment map that we have, having first turn when playing a gun-heavy army is certainly an advantage.
Yeah. So is Ruud gonna score engage on all fronts? Maybe for 2 because he's charging in there, but he also has to get into the quarter on the bottom right at the top left.
Yeah, getting into 3 quarters will be
committing resources to somewhere he doesn't want to be right now.
And it's only 2 points.
And it's only 2 points.
So the thing is, maybe he will get 2 points for getting into 3 quarters, yet he loses 5 when the transport stays there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that doesn't help at all, does it? G'day from down under, mate. Hello, how's it going, buddy? So what time is it at the moment?
You're making
down
sure that everybody is aware.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Score does not include painting scores right now. That's the raw battle points.
I'm low on energy drink, man.
That's bad for you.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's best to just leave it at home. No energy drinks at all. And
well, I got some water left. So at least that got that going for me. That whiskey will be empty by noon, man.
That's okay. I have more.
You do? Then why don't you put something in here? We have to talk about that.
So
psychic phase.
Yeah, he's double moving. Re-rolled an advanced roll, I think there. And I think he Twilight Pathways the one of the big foot slogging units of Troupe
7 p.m.
to get over the Outrider.
So Perth then.
Screen. And go directly into aggressor standing on objective 2. That's the prime target, right? If he kills them, he's also on the marker. And he has to find a way to mitigate the shooting from the other 2 squads. And I'm not sure how he's gonna do it, to be honest. Because any squad he will charge in there, in another squad that he doesn't deny Overwatch on, it's just mow down troops in Overwatch. Like nothing. Can't send a transport in there. You can also wrap and trap the bikes.
Sure can.
That might be an option here. I mean, you can still fall back with a desperate breakout.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but the desperate breakout is not that easy with the large bases from the bikes.
yeah, and he can wrap him like with a lot of volume,
Yeah.
basically.
Belts help.
Yeah. And they cannot they block themselves into the direction of the ruin.
Yeah.
So yeah, this might work. We're going into the shooting phase. He did not he Twilight Pathways one troop, but only like towards the bikes, not over the bikes, because like then it was a bit close maybe to stay without an inch or out of an inch.
You going for it, yeah? Going in closely. Your fingers on the camera. GW homepage is down because so many people want to buy the SM codex. I highly doubt that. Yeah, of course it's going to be sell well, but basically, hopefully you're buying a nerf for the army, because Space Marines are ridiculous. 1/4 of the armies at this tournament are some kind of Space Marine.
Are you in 3 meter range?
Yeah, I measure from this point.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Number 2. Wow.
On the last
I reroll this for a CP.
Okay.
So that's 1 dead.
Yeah.
2 dead.
Okay.
Do I roll a 1? Oh, of course not. I just rolled 4. So 2 guys are dead there.
Yes.
Okay, now the fun charge phase. So, need a 5-inch charge on these guys.
Yes.
Okay. That's mighty fine. It's gonna be so much fun.
You're rolling hot, man.
For you. Alright. Yellow. Into 6. Now we charge this. You can overwatch with 1 guy now. But
I'm 6.
yeah. So if I charge them into here, you cannot overwatch.
Not with this troop, yes.
Yeah. So I need a 7. I'll use a CP reroll. Wow.
You spent 2 CP, your last 2 CP, right?
No, it's 1 reroll. I already took 1 off.
Well, those charge rolls were abysmal.
The charge rolls were not the problem. It was the melter damage on the aggressors. He rolled a double 1 and it just
twice in a row.
picked the highest, and he picked the 1 and accepted his fate. And then the second roll was also double 1, and he re-rolled it. So he got 2 aggressors down with melter shooting or fusion pistol shooting. Then he charged the top, the most right aggressor unit from behind the wall, which worked for him to do it without Overwatch. And then he's going to charge bikes without Overwatch as well, like from. Oh no, he's not. Okay, he's not going to spend any CP there, Thorben.
So Diffie, volume of the commentators. Just tell us if we are still too low on that one, then we will fix it. No worries.
Yeah, the thing is, we're trying to talk with lower voices, so that we don't disturb the players too much, but can sure turn it up a bit.
Yeah, CJ is not. Well, he wouldn't play either way. He would be TOing. Yeah, but sadly he lives in a zone that is red flagged by the German government, so he wasn't able to come over, which is very, very sad. On the other hand, he is in the stream with us, and you will hear his lovely voice later this day as well. Okay, so
it's the whole lot of the Harlequins charging into bikes, and he's charging a troop unit into the aggressors as well, needing a 5.
so no Overwatch then.
No Overwatch, no, because they are pinned by the Detachment. So he can't do Overwatch.
What he was thinking about doing.
I don't know.
Okay, so apparently this is what we are thinking about. So flooding.
Yeah, I think he played it pretty well.
But he's basing a lot, isn't he?
I think he's trying to kill it.
Yeah.
Because if he kills, like the problem would have been if aggressors survive. But if there are no aggressors left, and he played it very well, so he can like get bad touch or kill a lot of them. So he doesn't have the problem of having to wrap and trap stuff.
And there's still that
Centurions
-2
are never
for the Centurions, right?
No, that's gone. But
he didn't do it again.
No, but they're still -6 to their range from the Shadowseer, so they won't be able to shoot anything. So I think Ruud played it very well, but he's very committed now on that flank. To be sure, I just will have a quick look if he left something on marker 3. I assume he did. Yeah.
Get CJ a camera, man. We got a camera for ourselves. If CJ wants to see his lovely face on Twitch TV, he have to come over. That's that. The small red blips on the board.
The small red blip indicates being pinned, I guess, and there's one left over on the left-hand side. And it's the aggressors on the right-hand side that are being pinned by the Death Jester right now.
So, some melee happening.
The Dutchman.
1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. Cool.
Okay, fine.
Perfect. Perfect. Remove Dine Moy. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then I'll pile in. And wrap you lovely fart. Check. Would you like to interrupt?
Yeah, with the bikes.
With the bikes, check.
Which one is on? The blue and the green?
Blue and green is in combat together with the Shadowseer and the Troupe Master.
The Troupe Master is one of the. What is the defense?
4 pinball, -1 to wound with the Shadowseer.
Okay.
And you can get 1 guy to fight because he's not within half an inch of me. Oh, you want to interrupt, right?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a 2. Ah, boo.
Okay.
Okay.
2 CP. 19 attacks. And the blue man.
You didn't charge, so you don't get the extra attacks.
You charge me.
Yeah, but you don't get the +2 charge. So
Of
with attacks you
course.
don't get it. So you only have 13. Can't see me smiling now. They're sparkling.
Wait. Then aggressors have hitting on 2.
Wounding on 3s. because it's -1 to wound with the Shadowseer.
No, then I won't.
Won't?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Troupe Master will fight. He has turn 3, 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, 6 hits, wounding on 4s. With the reroll. 1,
Okay.
2, 3 wounds.
On
Or sorry, 6 wounds on -3 to damage
which one?
on the bikes. 6s, so that's a lot of wounds. That's 4 damage. That's 3 dead bikes. And you get 2 mortal wounds as well. Boom! Remove your models. Sorry.
I.
Oh, baby.
Can you?
The one with the pretty collars. Birdie.
Your turn.
Birdie collars, birdie.
Go ahead.
Alright, so green only charged the bike. So if I go here, if I go there, then you will be 5 inches away. And 4.5 is never gonna get to the grab. Wrap and trap or no wrap and trap? That is the question. Sense move 4, shoot 21, 25. Put in blue.
I'm blue, I would die.
Yes. Blue. Chuck him there. What? Scan your code. What? What's this sorcery?
People are under 19 in the stream.
Oh, in the neck. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 4 caresses and 2 kisses. So we'll do the kisses first.
Okay. Give me a kiss, alright?
5 ups rerolling. 5 ups rerolling. That is a whopping 3 wounds, -1 d3 damage.
Okay.
So that's 3 failed. First one, 5 or 6. 5 or 6. So that's 2 dead. Okay. And then I had 4 caresses, I said, so 2, 3. 3 ups. Ooh, that's
Oh,
nice.
that's fine.
For you.
For you.
4 ups rerolling. Rerolling. So that's 5 wounds. 5 wounds, -2.
I think he's dead.
Hope so.
Yep.
Perfect.
2 damage, right?
1 damage, but you have failed 3.
Yes.
Alrighty. Oh, sorry. Outside 25, so that's fine. And now green can consolidate 3 inches and move balance 3, consolidate 6. So I am within 10, so I can tag your graphs. Yep. Perfect. Nope. Stay put. Nope. Being an ass, tagging all the beautiful models. Yep. Here's free movement. Get screwed. Alright. Let's see. I want to have 1 there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now I want to have 2, 2, 2, 2.
2, 2.
Yes, the Shadowseer. Consolidates whatever. Oh, and he was allowed to consolidate. Yep.
Fine.
Fight back.
You charge me. So
I didn't charge you.
there.
Yep,
There,
yep.
there.
Oh.
Yeah. So 4 attacks.
I'll just move
4,
this guy
3.
here. Sergeant, so 4, yeah.
Right.
-1 with Power Fist, right?
Yes. Fine.
Cool.
Here?
Yes. You want a pile?
No, only 2.
Okay.
So
2 attacks.
So, first games are ending.
Yeah.
How does it look? So, what was his decision at the end? Rep or no rep?
He wrapped the one aggressor on the right.
Yeah.
And he tagged the graph. So this is the Midnight Sorrow thing. They can consolidate 6 inches.
In
So
any
he
direction?
was, yeah, no, to the next. It's consolidate, but still, the graph was closest. He killed the aggressors with a 10-man squad and just piled into a consolidated 9 inches, basically, but piled in and consolidate 9 inches into the graph.
Yeah.
Just to tag them. So there's like no shooting on that flank unless he spends CP. I think Ruud did a pretty good job here, killing
Doesn't it
6
make you
and 8
very
aggressors in
vulnerable
total.
to the Centurions?
Yes, of course. This unit's going to be dead.
But he cannot reach the other ones, can he?
It has -1 to wound and it has a 3-up invul on it. So it will take the aggressors to the chin. It will fall down. But well, if that's the output, not the aggressors, the Centurions. If that's the output of the Centurions, well then that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, CJ, I know, but this does look like they can get into range either way
Yeah,
with
I think
-6 or...
range won't be a problem, but yeah, -1 to wound and a 3-up invul is decent.
Yeah, but there's still enough bolt shots to come in. So there's still Chapter Master that gets all the rerolls in the world.
My guess would be, yeah. Still, I think it was a very solid comeback
Yes,
turn from Ruud. He's
Is
like,
there a troop, sorry to interrupt you, is there a troop unit left on Objective Marker 3?
oh, you can go check.
So you don't know, but yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't pay attention. So what he also did is take 2 objectives from Thorben. So he was only standing on 2, number 6 and number whatever that is where the Centurions are on. Engage on all fronts wise. I think he did not do. Rick did not do it. So at the top of turn 4, Thorben scores 10 points primary.
So.
And I think 2 points for banners. At least 1. We have to ask him. Yeah, now Harlequin trickery kicks in. Thorben fell back with the graph, and Ruud just says, "Well, I spent CP to just pile in after you,
So
to tag him again, and now he can't run away."
So he did fall back, and Ruud paid the price to get.
Yeah,
behind
exactly.
as
And
well,
now they're not getting shot by any Centurions at all.
Yeah. Smart.
And the other stuff won't be in range. So
Freaking elder trickery.
this
So-
was a huge turn.
Getting to Objective Marker 1. No, there are no troops behind that wall. What there is basically if you have the chance to throw anything into there that has an area effect, like a nuclear bomb or something, then you will get a lot of points because there is a transport, there is the Solitaire, and there is the Shadow Weaver. All the while we stand, we fight models from Ruud are in that ruin.
Yeah, that's it's far away from any like serious damage that.
Yeah,
Thorben can do.
they will never die. No, he got that 15 points in the bank.
Very, very solid turn from Ruud. I'm pleasantly surprised by how he took back the right flank.
Yeah.
And is now like a force here, and he played it very well with making sure the big troop unit isn't being shot. Yeah, that was good play.
Yeah, this just goes
Harlequin
to show
trickery at its best.
what Harlequin trickery is capable of. After the one or the other person in the chat was a little concerned about the Harlequins, well, now you've seen what can happen. So there you go. And just to everyone that is watching us, we currently have 71 spectators.
So we had some people drop. Didn't they like it? Did they have to work on a Saturday? What's going on?
Maybe they just have breakfast then.
Oh yeah.
What is the scoring?
What the score?
Yeah.
It's
Isn't that
showing.
the one on the page?
It should
Isn't the
show
one-
20 points for Ruud and 38 for
The
Thorben.
bottom, in the bottom corners of your screen, man. Any of the Team Germany guys playing this weekend? Yes, several of them actually. Fred is here. Manuel Witzerek is here. Who else is there? There's a
couple of them dropped.
Well, on the
actually.
other hand, there is no Team Germany as per usual. Let's just say. Well, there was no ETC this year, and the team is basically in a rebuild stage at the moment. But most of the best players of the country are here. Some are missing, but most of them are here.
So on our stream, the points are clearly showing. We can add to it and just put in the
Yeah, I was just going to say, Limsy, just zoom out. Limity, just zoom out a little bit. Then you should see it. He sees it now.
And we have also the secondary points right here. I'm not quite sure on the banner points for Thorben right now. I have him on 3, might have 4.
3.
He is on 3, so that's on point. Yeah, 21. 21, 38. Okay, then I missed 1 point for Ruud somewhere.
Oh, sorry, I'm on 1938 and I checked with close scrambles. I do it for 1 point and then I know that I did.
Yeah.
All right. 1938. So
I got one wrong here somewhere.
But Ruud is looking pretty good for the secondaries at the moment. But Thorben as well. While we stand, we fight is still nothing achieved.
While we stand, we fight is pretty decent for Thorben right now.
Yeah,
His characters are barely touched, and Ruud will, if he doesn't have to, he won't go into that castle. He doesn't need to, basically.
No, but Ruud needs to go into that.
Yeah, scrambler-wise, Ruud is gonna get his scramblers for sure. I think he has so many troops left that it should work for him.
Yeah.
The engage on all fronts is not looking good for both players. Thorben will score again, at least for 3 quarters. Yeah, he won't do 4 quarters, but make 2 points there. And raise the banner was maybe also not the very best pick. I don't know how many banners he got up right now, but it's what he got 2. Yeah. So he's scoring that.
Yeah, so
another 4 points on that till end of round 5. So it's gonna sit on 7 points on that secondary. It's not a whole lot. Decent, but
it's not a whole lot. No, I was just thinking. So basically, both will score while we stand, we fight.
Yeah.
Then we've got basically engage on all fronts on both sides, which was a lousy pick for both of them.
Both of them are doing it like not good.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And then we've got deploy scramblers on Ruud's side, but Ruud is behind in primary.
Yeah.
So the question, and he's behind in engagement on all fronts as well. So the question is, does he need to push for while we stand to get Thorben down at least 5 points there?
Yeah, or he pushes for the primary, which is maybe.
But he's already behind on the primary, so.
Yeah. And
what is
I
there
think
to push
it's
down?
not easy for him to push the primary because all the stuff that he can get is far away, and the stuff that is close that he doesn't want to get in contact with.
No, Ruud is not on 30 in primary, he's on 10 in primary. As stated in the sheet on the screen.
Oh no, you see, people are right in saying that because there's like the sheet is a bit wrong here. I think it's both for player 2. We'll fix that in a sec.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us know. Only 48 shots.
Schuster. Yes, for Lita Cacao, that is right. Manuel is there, Fred is there, but there are several people that, due to corona issues, weren't able to come or had to cancel. Yeah, but as stated, at the moment, the Team German is basically re-evaluating everything, so...
Fixed it.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Yes, I do hope as well that we will see Manuel. He's always a pleasure to have on screen. And as I was stating beforehand, he is one of my favorite players. It's
Good
because
that you're controlling the stream and may have... No, we're always streaming table 1. There's like no concessions there. Back to the game. What's happening? That's Adrian. Kings of the Hill represent.
Yes, yes. Ooh, close one. Gegen was? Deathgar. Krass.
The one was hit, so
Oh,
you had
okay.
1-1, you bounced it.
Okay.
So that was it.
So then it's 18.
18. So this was 16, 18. Do it again. Hey-yo! 4, 6. Oh, if I had a CP, I could troll you so much. Okay, that's the dead unit.
Okay, fine. So then I'm done.
Fight phase. I can go first.
Yeah, you can go first.
I will fight the Gravs first. Put it on my time yet? Perfect. Sword. There. There. 1,
2.
2 caress to 1 kiss. So
Give
1
me a
caress.
kiss.
3 ups. 7 hits with the caress. 3 ups with reroll. So that's 7 wounds. AP 2. 5 ups.
Okay, you make it?
You dead?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then this is obviously 9-inch, so I can go that way. Ha 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 ha!
Ha ha ha.
Get some movement in, bro. Get some movement in. Would you like to interrupt, sir? Oh, no, you can get 1 model now, but do this properly.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you can fight with the aggressor.
Yes.
Officially, yeah.
3 attacks.
So your time.
Yes.
3 attacks, 4 ups.
Now you.
3
Two.
ups.
Oh wait. Salamander. 3.
4 ups.
3 dead. Oppa! Oh puppy.
What is this sorcery?
So we're at the in Thorben's round 4. It is Centurions have killed like 2 units of troops that were sitting in the middle ruin, which didn't make the charge last round, so they were there basically in the open and free game. And now Thorben killed a lot of troops in close combat with the aggressor. And on the other hand, all the Graf boys died by Harlequins and kisses and caresses on Marco 1, and he's now consolidated into the drop pod, I guess, which he doesn't care about. He can just stand there all game long and have Marco 1. So that was Thorben's one. Damage-wise, well, yeah, 2 units of troop and a bit of close combat damage here and there, but not as big. And now we are, we're looking forward to what Ruud is pulling out of his head right now. He is on 3 objectives, which does not give him more, but it does give him control too. Thorben did score engage on all fronts for 2 points. Yeah, it's coming down to the secondaries, I guess.
Yeah, I've got about 40 because we paused it a little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Boat's gonna fly away. Together with Solitaire. Get fucked too. It's 15 points. That Jester will remain here. There, or you could shoot him as well. Well, that's tricky. 14. Cannot get there. Sleep him.
Okay, Ruud's turn 4. What are we expecting? We are expecting him to stand firm on marker 3 with all his while we stand we fight guys, which are still not threatened.
So what did Tormes tell us this round? Basically, this turn, basically
he
nothing.
killed 10 troops, which are in the middle ruin, which didn't make the charge over in the bikes last round.
Oh.
He killed a couple of troops in close combat with the aggressor, and he lost his Graf boys to close combat. And Ruud consolidated into the drop pod and will stand there for the rest of the game with those guys.
Yeah.
Tom also moved on marker 5 with the Outriders then, and just has a firm hold on 3 objectives right now.
Yeah.
Ruud might send the Solitaire in there, like risk him. And,
the bikes couldn't raise the banner, right?
No. He has banner risen, I suppose, on 2 markers now.
Yeah.
Would make sense on marker 6 and marker 4.
Yep.
So he gets another 2 points there. Brings him to 7, I guess. No, 5. Yeah, that was maybe not the best secondary to pick.
Well,
Ruud is struggling with engage on all fronts. He has to basically come out of his flank in order to score that. It's interesting. I like this mission a lot because it's there's always from the dawn of war deployment, it always shifts into a hammer and anvil style game at some point. And it's always like, which flank can you get for yourself? And it's like, if you don't have a firm grasp on 3 markers, you're gonna lose the game on the primary. And I feel like for Ruud that he might have done that too late, like 1 turn too late. I mean, he had to wait for the aggressors to come out and stuff. Like, it was the right play, damage-wise and like casualty, like own casualty-wise, but maybe a bit too late for the primary.
yeah, he needed to wait so Torben gets everything from him on the table, so that there are no reinforcement left that can surprise him.
Greetings to Simon, who is watching right now, I think.
So, what do we witness here? He's gonna take care of that 1 wood aggressor standing there, which is drive-by shooting basically. And I think he's maybe trying to string out a unit to the drop pod as well, to have like a unit stand on marker on the middle marker on his side, but also
Yeah.
touching the drop pod to be not shot at all. I don't know if it's possible with the new coherency rules. Might be a tight fit.
Does he need that though? That's the question.
Well, it's always good to have something on that marker that
There's
couldn't be shot.
Yeah, but there's basically what is there to shoot him anyway?
Well, it's Centurions, but they won't be able to
I don't
reach.
think they have the range to do anything if he just gets on the.
My eye says that's a good 27 inches over there.
Yeah.
So even if you move them full, you won't be able to go anywhere.
Yeah. And
But oh, look at this. He's going out there and falling back from the drop pod.
this looks like maximize engage on all fronts this turn.
Well, to do that, he has to get another movement for these guys like somehow. And I think that's not possible. He won't get a spell off, and he won't make a charge into the Centurions as well. So he's maybe just. I think he's going to recharge the drop pod and get 1 foot onto objective 1. Oh no, he's putting something else there, but just to be safe. Maybe that's a preparation to. Oh, that's nice. A nice play would be to go back into the drop pod now, and the next turn fall back again. But now you're further away even, and you can get an easy foot on marker 4 in round 5.
So
It
to
doesn't
get the
help you in
banner
round
down.
5. Yeah, but not more than that. It's not worth it basically.
Well, I think everything about we're getting every point is now worth it actually. If he gets the banner down at the last point, so there's 1 last point for Thorben, isn't there?
Now and it also gets him engaged on all fronts in turn 5.
Yes.
Which he certainly wants to.
So that will be at least the 2-point differentiate. So.
Yeah, I'm curious if he does something about the Outriders on objective 5. He doesn't need to score-wise because both are holding 3, so neither is holding more.
Maybe he can get a good, or maybe he gets the Death Jester, some kind of way that he can see the Outrider, shoot them, maybe get some damage, and maybe he will kill them in 2 turns.
Death Jester does nothing now.
Not even in 2 turns?
No, he kills half a bike in 2 turns, if he's lucky.
Well, he's crap then.
He has a different purpose, not damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we have it. That is engage on all fronts and almost all 4 quarters. There's a smite. 1 mortal wound with the smite.
That's that. The boat is gonna shoot the bikes. Oh, maybe. The boat's gonna shoot the scouts. So 3 ups.
Advance?
Nope. Not advanced. Otherwise the melters can shoot. 2 wounds, no AP. 1 dead. Yep. Then I will use Fire and Fade, do a roll of 1. I roll a 1. Awesome sauce. Go. 5 melter pistols in your ass. Woo. Use a CP. Yep. 3 ups. Come on, babies. 2 ups. Where's 1? 4. Dead guys. 2 dead guys. Going along. Then
Infusion the bikes and put ourselves on marker 5 in such a way that it's going hard for the Centurions to get line of sight and range. Nice play. And yeah, I think he will try to string all troops to the drop pod. and just stay safe basically. And that's what we said initially, right? The drop pod is a kind of a liability in this game, and all Harlequins will flock to the drop pod as their safe haven.
Yeah.
Especially late game. Time-wise, I think these guys will be fine. This round, it's bottom of 4.
Bottom of 4 it is.
Ruud will score engage on all front for 2 points. As it stands.
You gotta say, those are some really awesome plays Ruud shows here.
I like it. I mean, that's what you have to do with Harlequins. You have to keep these flimsy boys safe, like with all means you have. And he's like, he's playing that very nicely.
Yeah, definitely. Doing a hell of a job there.
And he is now on 4 markers. I mean, the Starweaver will die. There's still troops in it. I'm not sure if Thorben can like direct his firepower in such a way that he kills Starweaver plus troops.
Yeah.
Like if the troops fall out of the transport, he still has an object unit on it, and he has a hold more.
So the
which
Weaver
would be a
he killed the
big
Outriders, did he?
Yeah, with fusion guns. So if he manages to stay on 4 objectives, or even just on 3, and have Thorben only on 2, he has a 15-point primary turn, which brings him like a good deal further to squeezing out a victory here. So Eradicators moving up. Anybody know the range of those? I think they should be fine as multi-melters basically. 24. Long range marksman, 27. Yeah, Chet, what do you think was staying on marker 4 with this Centurion castle the right choice for Thorben, or that maybe should he have directed that stuff more mid-table to have a better threat range, especially considering that -6 aura of the Shadowseer?
Advanced, but I need 1. This guy goes here too. Until so then the troops. They will move here.
You're still on 4 CP, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think Thorben managed to get 2 scouts on objective 5. That's it's like super important because otherwise Ruud would easily catch up on the primary. So if he has Obsec on there, so he keeps the balance basically for the primary. I can add Thorben's primary points. He was on 2 objectives and on 2 banners at least. There may be some banner points added. I'm not on the latest stand there.
So now the Centurions will move. He will move. Right. He will move here. Whoop. Take. Okay, shooty doody.
We could start adding up points here, right? We have Thorben's round 5 done here.
All right. What did I miss? Fill me in, please.
He somehow managed to squeeze scouts on on objective 5 to steal that objective from Ruud, which like is super important to not lose big on the primary this round.
What? How did he? What? How? But he didn't score that one.
No, he didn't score it.
So
but
why does he need to score
denies
that?
Ruud the 15 points basically.
Oh, for his turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty big. Other than that, the castle just shifted slightly north. It has basically only the Star Weaver as a valid target, and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe afterwards, like everything else shoots into the troops. Afterwards, so I think he clears the objective. If he doesn't clear the Star Weaver and the troops get out and he cannot shoot them anymore, or he doesn't kill all of them.
Those are some crap wound rolls.
Yeah. So we pretty much have Thorben's final score plus 15 points for while we stand we fight.
So the eradicators that are shooting at the Star Weaver.
Yeah. Um, 5 damage. I know he's trying to stay out of the Centurion range or line of sight. That's
he's
going to be
a lot
crucial.
Of well, they're dead if they're just.
Once they stick
you cannot hold that.
a foot out of anything, he's going to be dead. Scoring wise, we can add 15 to Thorben's score, and he's on 67 for while we stay we fight. He's gonna do another engage on all fronts because the drop pod's still there. So that's another 2, so 69.
Wait. Ruud is in close combat with the.
He won't kill it.
Maybe.
He has no intention of killing it.
Well, now it is an intention. Last round it wasn't. Now it could be.
Oh, it could be because he's not getting shot anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it might be. He might be denying that engage on all fronts. Actually, that would be big. So let's say 67. And another. Do you score banners at the end of the game as well?
Yeah.
Another 2 for banners.
End of the turn and
69. And Ruud is currently sitting on 29. We add another 10 for primary. 39. We add
15 for where we stand.
15 for while we stand. That's 54.
10 for deploy scramblers.
64. And if he manages to get another engage on all fronts for 2 points, it's going to be 66.
Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty effing close game.
Yes.
It's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah. Maybe he does a Hail Mary and just tries to kill a character.
Yes, that is what I was saying. Like in turn 3, it was kind of like going into that way. So let's see, what is he doing?
Yeah, it's getting intense. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, well, clockwise as well.
Did we know what the troops did? Did they die just or? Can you have a look? And there's 1 troop left. Is it on the marker? On the objective? It's not on the objective. No engage for Thorben.
No engage for Torben, no.
That's 10 points scramblers. Control 2.
Or is it though?
Oh, they're not all in. Yeah, now we're on 66 basically. We're fighting with teeth and claws here
Ruud
to
assuming it
squeeze
will
out
be
the
a
draw.
so yeah, okay, he's going out.
He goes for engage all fronts for 2. For 3. How does he get engage on for 3? The single troop scores an engage on all front as well, yeah, on market on objective 6. That's true. So he's on 3 there. He has 15 for while we stand we fight, which Thorben also has. Well, that might have been the wrong one. It's more like this. Oh, yeah. The current score is 67 both. 66. In my book, it's 67. Whatever. It's equal, and it's coming down to the banner at the end of the game.
Yes.
And he has to make that charge basically.
Yeah. Well, or double move.
Or double move.
Yeah. Either way. So if he does not get onto and he needs at least 7. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I have to count.
Yeah, so what he does now is he made the Twilight Pathways.
So yeah, there's
spend CP to auto advance and get as many troop players on objective 4 as he can
he needed to get
outscore
8
him on the banner.
Yeah.
And that's basically a game because he does not get the.
He needed 8 models on the objective marker because there are 5 scouts and 2 centurions, so 8 models is all he needs. And with Twilight Pathways, he
gave him the banner points here. That. He doesn't have it. Is the final score?
The banners at your turn, but now I deny you the banners for the end game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get 3 for engage because I got the one guy there and the boat there for the table quarters.
Yes.
Because the solitaire is there and the
Yeah,
is there.
of course.
And scramblers I just did in the last turn for 10 points. So 69, 68.
Yeah.
Normally I would do
Seems
this.
I missed a couple of points here and there, but the difference is the same. I can show the players there. I think these both of these guys are done by round 1. Yeah. This is totally fried. This was an intense game of 40k.
That was a nail biter at the end. Well done, Ruud. Well done, Thorben. Played extremely well as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that close.
Then what a great way to start off the weekend with such a great show of both players. Like you can see the battle swinging back and forth. You can see really good and tight plays. Ruud really squeezing it out in the end game with all the tricks that Harlequins can pull up, and he's showing that he's an awesome player.
And then you give me a lot of points.
And I think this is sorry for the interruption. It was
Yeah, CJ, 69 to 68 is the final score, yeah.
Yeah, I missed a couple of points here and there, but the difference is the same. The differential, it's just two points somewhere, like some engage on all fronts missed basically, but that's cool. I'm really impressed by the way that Ruud thought through his last 2 turns to really squeeze it out like as much as he could, while Thorben
denied twice the banner.
Yeah, and let's have a look at the secondaries. That's here basically the thing that it comes down to is secondary picks. We have Thorben just a bit low on raise the banners. That's basically where it comes down to secondaries at this point, and yeah.
Engagement front is not the raise the banner is not the best choice.
No,
for me.
Banner, I think.
But they're
but then grind them down was also.
Yeah.
I think you had 1 or 2 turns where you killed more.
Yeah. Grind them was, I think it's better than raise the banner.
Oh, but you couldn't. You had to.
Yeah, I know.
Fight and.
Oh, it's hard.
And now we have hopefully a reasonable, easy opponent now because we didn't score max, and then we have fun.
Hopefully, huh?
Hopefully, my dice are awake now. Ah, here's a 2-inch charge. Hey. Classic. Yeah.
Yes. 7 in charge. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I could have done that a little bit better, I think.
Yes.
With because I'm pretty sure I could have put a guy there just against the wall and then just charge the bikes and tag the aggressors, because there was so much attacks coming out anyway.
I was talking to thinking about to play the aggressors more aggressively.
It's in the name, yeah.
Centurions.
Yeah.
But
if you, because I was hoping you would come in front.
Yeah.
With the Centurion somewhere, so I could just tag you through a wall.
Yeah, I know.
And then get the extra damage strat, get this.
Yeah, I know. But this is the reason why I and this table with all the line of sight charging.
It's AO, man. It's shit tons of good terrain.
Yeah, I like the terrain. So this is more in
9th edition.
Yeah.
Woo! And I think you should have given me that side of the table.
Why?
Because there's holes in that one.
In the center?
If you would have given me this side,
yeah,
I couldn't have deployed there because you can see me through the wall. Because I couldn't stand on top of it. See what I mean?
Uh-huh. Five minutes and 7 minutes.
Proper tasty.
Oh, we had a good analysis going again, and the players on the mic, awesome sauce. Well, just a quick recap on that. So, critical points was firstly the secondary pick of Raise the Banners.
Yeah.
Conclusion is Harlequins can steal you that banner at any time at their will. They just do if they have to, and it's possible for them, and steal you 1 or 2 points on that. The other thing is splitting aggressors and centurions, maybe like clumping up or not clumping up. It would have certainly changed the outcome of the game heavily. And the other thing, the last thing, is the drop pot, like being a potential big liability against Harlequins, because that's where they go if they have that drop pot to touch. That's where they survive, basically. Other than that, it was, as the score says, it was super even. It was a super close game. 2 strong players getting at it. I think matchup wise with a slight disadvantage for Ruud, but he squeezed that out by skillful plays in the last round, like keeping his focus and just getting the points where he needed to. Anyways, that was round 1.
That was round 1. I hope
4 more games to come.
We hope you had fun. Yeah, now we're gonna have a little break, and we'll be back later at what was it? Like 1 p.m.
I think it's 1.5 hour break actually due to lunch restrictions and not so many people being in the restaurant at the same time. So I think it's 1:30.
Yeah, it's 1:30. We will be back with game 2 live here from the Hanseatic Alliance Open in Bremen, Germany. Hope you had fun up until now. More to come later this day.
Cheers, everybody.
Take care. Cheers.